Let's
All right,
go.
everybody. Welcome to Serious Business. It is I, Ronan, and today my guest is actually I
Uh,
had him on earlier, but he only went by blank. But now that he has a channel, he has an actual name. So please introduce yourself.
I mean, blank is still so much cooler, but now it's Otaku Aruji, and you can pronounce that however you want. I actually have no preference.
Okay, Ataku Arojai.
Okay, don't abuse it.
But I want to abuse it.
If you have to abuse it, do it casually and don't make it obvious you're trying.
All right, fine. Way to kill the fun. But
That's my
anyways,
job.
Anyways, again, welcome to Serious Business, where we discuss only the most serious of business. And today we're talking about Dragon Ball Super.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be serious.
It might just get to that point, actually. Okay, so first I'm going to ask you this, Aruji. On a
Yeah.
scale of 0 to a aggressively bad episode of Teen Titans Go, how dumb has Dragon Ball become with this?
How dumb has it become?
Yes, because it has become dumb.
I mean, yes, and I'm not even going to give it a rating because I have my own opinion on this. Yes, there are some things that are completely stupid they even tried, but at the same time, I don't feel they had many other routes they could go.
They had tons of other routes they could go.
I mean, yes and no, and I'm just going to give an example, and this is going to be one that you probably don't get, but probably a few people will. But specifically, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is a good thing of when a show has to change. Like JoJo started its anime debut basically around the same time Dragon Ball did, or its manga, I forget which, but eventually you get to part 3 and they change the concept. It's no longer Sunlight Karate because we literally have Naruto, Bleach, you got Dragon Ball Z, all of them are doing this stuff. They change it to... One second. Not now. But they change it to these concepts of stands, which are just really cool powers, and they change the concept. Dragon Ball hasn't figured out how to do that yet. They just keep building off of what they know works.
Yes, but the difference between Dragon Ball and JoJo is that JoJo knows how to make it so there's not really much power creep. They make everybody, even with the stands, they made everybody generally on par with each other.
Okay, I'm sorry. Have you watched the series?
I followed the plot enough.
Okay, in part 3, literally main character gets protagonist powers every time he remembers he's important to the plot.
Yes, but that's done as a joke, more or less.
Not really. They were completely serious in how it was supposed to
Well, it
happen.
ends up being funny.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good show. It had its great moments, and some of them actually made me laugh, like Dio Gang's face fucking punching.
Yeah, but it's just like with Dragon Ball, they don't want to be interesting with Goku. With JoJo, they want to be interesting with their characters. Like that's obvious. Even from the little bit I've watched, I'm going to get more onto it later, but the little bit I've watched, they want to give each character something unique to make them cool. You know? They just don't want to do that with Goku.
At the same time, Goku's entire thing is that he just keeps getting stronger. And yes, sadly, it is through the just, oh, he needs to be stronger? Okay, here's his new form. Let's repeat that another 5 times and see how much money we can make.
It's just like even with the most recent arc, the tournament arc, it's like they could have done something cool with it. Like the whole reason Goku invoked the tournament was because he felt like he was getting weaker, you know?
And
And
that's not exactly how I viewed it. I saw it more as he just wanted to fight more people. He didn't necessarily think he was getting weaker. He just wanted to know if he was the strongest out there.
yes, but the issue is it was shown clearly that and stated before he went to Xeno to start the tournament and remind him about it that Goku hadn't really been training much. And you know what? Given how he is, I don't mind that. And then they actually covered that really well with the whole episode where he was recruiting Krillin because Krillin had been training. He had been getting stronger. No, I actually have a point with this.
Yeah.
He had been training, he had been getting stronger, and he was able to push back Super Saiyan Blue Kamehameha. Now,
You could.
normally, only like Vegeta and maybe one of the gods of destruction, or another god in general, should be able to do that. But because Goku hadn't been training, because he hadn't been working, and Krillin had, Krillin was at the point where he could start going toe to toe with that. And that was really interesting to me. And then they just go into the tournament, and I thought, hey, maybe they're going to make Goku struggle a lot to show that just because he has seemingly infinite power, it doesn't match up to raw training and work, which is something they've touched on before, but not recently, and it would be cool. And instead, they just go and give him a new form that makes him more powerful than every god of destruction. Because, that's
Now,
interesting.
now, hold on for a sec. One, going back to Krillin, this is my own personal belief. I believe Goku held back.
At first,
I no, let me finish. I believe he held back mainly because at the time, and Goku, while he doesn't know much or have much common sense, he knew the severity and the weight of finding all 10 fighters. He knew Krillin was capable. Therefore, he might have held back just enough so Krillin felt confident enough to join the tournament.
no, and yes, he was holding back, but nonetheless, he did go Super Saiyan Blue. And that puts him
And
at the baseline power to fight Beerus evenly for like a hot second. Even when he's not really trying.
I mean, yes, but at the same time, even as Super Saiyan, Goku could easily just lower his power technically back to normal
No.
without detransforming.
Not really.
Not really, but at the same time, just let me have my belief. Because I was trying to build to something and now I've lost my thought. Oh yeah, Ultra Instinct is what we're on, basically. That's the technical title for what you're describing in the new arc.
Yeah, that's what I was meaning, Ultra Instinct. And it's just like, they could have had Jiren just be a strong guy, like someone who has more or less the same stuff going on as Goku. Maybe not necessarily make him any stronger, like make them more on par with each other, but just have it so that it's like Jiren is ahead because he's constantly training, he's constantly on that grind, and Goku just isn't because power is handed out to him like, I don't know, something that's free. I can't think of a good example right now.
I mean, Goku's trained. He trained to get that Super Saiyan Blue. He trained to achieve Super Saiyan 2. I mean, Super Saiyan, granted, that was literally because Krillin got exploded. That was literally the reason he went Super Saiyan. Krillin fucking died, and it pissed him off so much that he magically gained powers. To be fair, that's what. But every stage, he has had some form of training to gain his new power.
Not Ultra
I
Instinct.
will say,
He was just kind of
I will
thrown
say
into a black hole.
Ultra Instinct is a complete bullshit thing that they did just to get Goku out of the situation. But at the same time, Ultra Instinct is not a power boost per se. Yes, it is, but at the same time, it's not exactly like Jiren's level. Jiren's still stronger with Goku in Ultra Instinct. That's pretty evident by what I saw.
Yeah, Jiren was just caught off guard by it.
But Ultra Instinct means that his senses are just heightened. If anyone has ever seen One Piece, the newest thing that came out and like after the break was called Hockey. Literally, they can perceive something as it's about to happen so they can dodge it. That is what Goku is doing. He is just seeing things at an accelerated rate. He is not gaining more power necessarily. A little, yes, so he's a little stronger than Super Saiyan Blue and Ultra Instinct. But it also is still derived from his base form as a non-Super Saiyan if you look at the transformation.
Okay, so I have a counterpoint for that, actually. So, example, when Goku was Super Saiyan Blue, before Ultra Instinct, and he was fighting Jiren, Jiren wasn't even trying to block. He was just taking the hits, being unaffected, and Goku was assumably hitting him as hard as he could, or at least at a heightened level, right?
Yes, technically. Yeah, I see where you're going with this,
Yet, with Ultra
I
Instinct, he was actually able to hurt Jiren, something he
and
could not do in Blue.
I can tack on to this by adding what was its name? Kalfina? Was that their fusion
I
name?
think it's
The
Kefla.
Kefla, yes. The Patar fusion of Khalifa and
Kale.
Kale, yeah. Always with the food names, Dragon Ball Z is. But their fusion, the legendary Super Saiyan, or also quoted as Berserker Saiyan, technically, when they're enraged, that actually, I believe, is about as strong as Super Saiyan Blue.
Um,
I mean he had to go into Ultra Instinct to even beat them because they got a cheap shot on his back, and you know that was damaging.
yes, but at the same time, Kale, as just Super Saiyan Raging, Legendary Super Saiyan, walked through, and casually walked through, I might add, casually did this, a Super Saiyan Blue full force Kamehameha, grabbed Goku's face, and pretty much just said, "Bitch, no."
And then here comes Jiren, one power blast and gone.
Yes, and suddenly,
So
I think like at most 15 minutes later, Goku is somehow going even with fused, full-on legendary Super Saiyan with Super Saiyan Blue, the same transformation. Like, that shouldn't be a thing, and the worst part is that I can actually have a logic behind it with a Senkai boost. Because Frieza healed him after Jiren kicked his ass into next week and beyond. And
oh, Frieza.
I hate that they've made an out for themselves like that. I despise that.
And I mean, it's once again they didn't really leave themselves room to expand on new concepts. I'll say Ultra Instinct is actually pretty fucking original of an idea compared to what they've done, where they've really gone from normal to Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3, the non-canon anymore Super Saiyan 4,
I like Super
erased
Saiyan
from
4.
existence. It went then Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan Blue. It just went up in a row of increasing power. There wasn't anything really new to it except the hair length or the hair color. That's all that really changed aside from power level. Ultra Instinct is new in that it has the different concept. It heightens his senses, something no other Super Saiyan has done. It's not even a form of Super Saiyan, this Ultra Instinct. It's something that even the gods of destruction can achieve, but rarely.
No, I like the idea of Ultra Instinct. Don't get me wrong. I like the idea of it. I like the idea that it is conceivably something that someone, no matter who, with enough training, could achieve. I like that idea.
You're pissed that Goku magically got it when he needed it.
Yes, that is exactly why I'm pissed, actually.
Yeah, and I understand that. I'm more or less trying to argue it is kind of an original idea.
Oh, don't get me wrong, it's original. It's just that Goku did nothing to earn it except for getting sucked into a black hole of his own power.
Which I'll say, I actually, when I saw that Spirit Bomb, I did not expect him to just throw it. I expected him to pull. And keep in mind, movies are non-canon technically, but the Broly movie, the first one, no, that wasn't that one. Which was the one he absorbed the Spirit Bomb?
I think it was one of the cooler movies, actually.
Actually, yeah, cooler. Broly, he just took their power, so basically the same thing.
Yeah.
But, I expected him to actually take all that power and absorb it to gain the new form. Not what happened. What happened actually was kind of surprising overall.
Don't overestimate Goku. He's not that smart.
Actually.
No, he's not. There's nothing you can say to make me think that Goku is smart enough to think up that plan.
Yeah, he thought marriage was something you could eat. That is still one of my favorite things.
Yeah. I actually like something from the Abridged series. When Chi-Chi says, "I want a divorce," he says, "Yeah, I'm hungry too."
Yeah, I just finished the abridged series or caught up. Mental image for the audience. Imagine how Chi-Chi got Goku to give her a baby.
I can't. I can't imagine that actually.
My favorite line from the abridged series I saw, Gohan asks, "What's sadism?" and Goku just replies, "Ask your mother."
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong. The abridged series is actually really funny.
But I mean, you can't use it for arguing points, sadly.
Yeah, but it's better than Dragon Ball, or at least Super.
No, Super is. I'd actually say I like Super second best.
Why? And to what?
Well, keep in mind, I have actually seen every single episode ever of Dragon Ball Z. Something I can never say I will do for One Piece. But I have seen all, however many episodes of Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z. I regrettably watched GT, and I've caught up on Super. Dragon Ball Z, my personal favorite. It was just the one that was Dragon Ball, basically. I mean, it's what people think of when they hear like Goku and all of this. They think Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Going to the other end of the spectrum is GT. And there's one, I have a personal bias to it. Two, they did not do a good fleshed out job of creating that series. And I'm going to primarily say the villains all fucking sucked.
Okay, they also do in Super. What's your point?
Now, in GT, literally, you got the evil Dragon Balls. You got, what was his name, Baby or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you got those three freaks that just dance.
The
They were
Para Para brothers?
They were the Ginyu Force, and you know it.
But they're the Para Para brothers.
Then they even had Pilaf in for like 2 episodes.
You don't like Pilaf?
No, Pilaf's great. Pilaf is great. I ship Maya and Trunks more. That's like the only ship I have in this show is Maya and Trunks.
I can't bring myself to ship Dragon Ball. I just can't do it.
Yes, you can.
Unless it is Mr. Satan with absolute power. They deserve each other.
If Mr. Satan could get Ki, oh god, the world would be ruined.
I mean, he would actually be the champ again.
GT just, it lacked a lot of things it needed. Like, one, it was also really short. And I mean, yes, they gave a full fleshed out season to each of the like main arcing villains and giving the side arc to Super 17, which I still think was stupid.
Yeah, that was actually pretty dumb. I'll admit to that.
It's just there wasn't like enough factors that were good about it, and that was the problem. Now, going back up, and I'm moving on for GT.
Okay.
Going back up to second place. It's actually a really close tie. It is a really close tie between second and third.
What's the tie then?
You know there are only 2 other series, so
Yeah.
the second place I'm actually giving, and I want you to take a guess real quick. Which am I about to say?
Probably the original Dragon Ball.
Wow, you're actually right. I was hoping you'd say Super, so I could say no, you're wrong. But
No, the original Dragon Ball is great.
original Dragon Ball's great. Favorite quote: "Bulma, your balls are missing." Best line from the entire Dragon Ball like franchise, I think.
Really? My favorite has to be Goku pointing out that Krillin doesn't have a nose, so that one guy he was fighting who was using his smell to his advantage should have no effect on him.
Yeah, that was pretty great, but Dragon Ball just it went back. It was it came first, right? I'm not making it wasn't like a
It was Dragon
prequel,
Ball,
right?
Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah. Okay, that's
Yeah.
I was just making sure. But Dragon Ball was the roots of the show. It made you like Goku, basically. That's what it did. It made you like Goku. It made you like Bulma, who kind of got kicked to the side in Dragon Ball Z. Actually, she really did. She got kicked off to the side.
Yeah.
Of course, it had Roshi. Who could not like Master Roshi as a character?
Master Roshi has been great in every iteration.
Um, Dragon Ball definitely the two originals are definitely the best, but third just goes to Super by default because GT was so bad. But Super is in no way bad. That is not what the third place means to it. It is just not as good as those original two.
I don't know. I don't know, like it because a lot of stuff like Dragon Ball, a lot of it is the villains making it. Would you agree to that? Like how interesting the villain is.
Garlic Jr.
Garlic Jr. actually achieved immortality. Don't downplay him.
And then he opened his own dimensional rift, ruining his life.
Okay? But he achieved
Didn't he do that in the
immortality.
series too? He did that in the series again, didn't he?
Yes. But
So he did it.
he achieved immortality, so it's fine.
Uh, and then Krillin in the movie, Krillin got peed on.
Yeah, that was wild, but
I'm sorry, Krillin's a walking joke.
I like Krillin. I like Krillin, okay?
Krillin's great, but he is a walking joke and literally there to advance the plot by dying so Goku can get more power.
I like Krillin, man. And don't
Well,
downplay that man.
I mean, Super, while it didn't have great villains, its arcs were at the same time still compelling in a sense. Like, the concepts behind them were at least cool. Like, instead of Trunks coming back, they went to his timeline. That was kind of a cool concept to see what happens to his world.
It was, but at the same time, like, they were playing up this whole big plan that Goku Black and Zamasu had, and I was like, a Dragon Ball villain whose plan isn't just to kill everybody? Well, I am down. I was super excited to see this, right? And then what's his plan? Hey, I'm gonna kill everybody. And I'm like, that's not a plan. That's an action, and you already did it pretty much.
Now, I mean, I'm trying to think if I can even argue this. I mean, huh. Yeah, you're kind of right in that sense.
I'm
But
completely right in that sense.
I mean, technically, you could see. No, that. Yeah, I can't find an arguing point. You're right, but at the same time, it was still kind of cool. Some of the concepts, like even bringing back Frieza, not once but twice, just making Frieza relevant again. Something we hadn't really even seen since season 3.
I mean, okay, so the first time Frieza coming back, I did not mind that at all. I thought it was
Golden
very
Frieza was
cool.
pretty cool.
Yeah, he was very cool, and I liked how they showed what would happen if some of their villains actually put effort in sometimes.
Well, no, that's just Frieza. Cell achieves his max power. Boo literally couldn't get any more powerful. He didn't know what training freaking was, except, okay, Slim Boo was pretty awesome to look at.
Slim Boo was something else in a good way.
I mean, Golden Frieza was awesome, and that was just from like what, a month or a week of training?
Yeah, again, and I thought it was interesting how they showed what would happen if some of their villains had actual motivation, because the majority of Dragon Ball villains, I hate to say it,
Kill Goku.
kill Goku, I'm a cocky prick, and I don't need to put in effort to defeat you.
Oh god. Quick note: most regrettable thing about the Golden Frieza arc was bringing Captain Ginyu back by a Hail Mary.
You know what? Captain Ginyu was great.
That was a Hail Mary, and you know it. They just had to bring him back because someone noticed a loophole.
You know what? The Ginyu Force is the most notable group of minions in the entire series. Besides maybe the Para brothers. And don't you dare sell them short.
Well, except for one of them.
Yeah.
I just took a long sip of my drink.
Yes.
I mean, Super still has its peaks. Like, watching Vegeta still struggle to keep up with Goku has always been funny for me. Just
Yeah.
because watching Vegeta get angry is kind of hilarious.
Yes, but You see, Vegeta's a better character though because one, it's actually shown and stated that he trains a lot. Two, he is a fantastic father and family man and a generally nice guy, even though he doesn't like to be. And three, he is still on par with Goku, and he's actually smart.
Yeah, but he also left his not at the moment, but wife with a bun in the oven for like what, a year and a half.
You know what? Vegeta got character development. That's the
he
difference.
he literally ran out. And I'm sorry, the abridged series made it perfect. Like that's exactly what I thought of when I learned that Trunks was the child.
Y-
Like, how did it happen? And the
yes.
abridged series made it perfect.
Yes, but Vegeta has had character development because at first he didn't even consider for a second participating in the Tournament of Power because Bulma was pregnant and he thought as a man and her husband and this kid's father, I need to be there when the baby's born.
So magical plot convenience. Let's not circumcise it, but or no, it's not circumcise. God, that's the wrong word. C-section, but at the same time, that's exactly what that was.
Yes, and again, yes, that was extremely plot convenient, but the point is it showed that Vegeta he cared about some things more than just fighting now.
He did not care about Trunks as a kid at all.
Yes, but Super Vegeta does.
And I mean, Goku's all train, but at least he's kind of done it with his kids a little.
When?
Yeah, good point. He was dead for most of that kid's life. No, the time chamber. He spent a year with Gohan.
Yes, but that was purely out of necessity. Not because he
So,
wanted to be a father and get closer to his son, but because Gohan had to be able to turn into a Super Saiyan.
you need to get someone to draw this, specifically possibly the person you're probably thinking of who I'm thinking of, but have him draw Piccolo with like the world's best dad shirt or a cup or something. Like see if you can get him to do that.
I will. And Piccolo earned that best #1 dad mug.
He raised Gohan more than Goku ever did.
Yes, he did. Piccolo is the best.
Even though he kidnapped him.
Yeah, but at the same time, it feels like more of a rescue mission than a kidnapping at this point, honestly.
Yeah, okay. What were we even yeah, we were discussing Ultra Instinct. We've gotten very skewed, haven't we?
Yeah, but that's all right.
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad we haven't touched on one subject that I dread to talk about, so I'm not even going to say what it is.
Is it female Broly?
Oh god, no. No, that's actually well, Broly was never canon, so.
Yeah, I guess, but at the same time, that's just female Broly.
Well, technically she is the first one in canon to be the legendary Super Saiyan.
It's female Broly.
Okay. At least she got control of her powers. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I actually like that a lot because it just showed that yes, she had the Broly thing going on, but she's better than Broly because she can actually control herself.
Also, I can almost say this with complete confidence. Goku will never have that power.
Really? Because that specific power or that level of power?
Specific.
Well, yeah, that's a
Berserker
fact.
Saiyan is on another level. I don't think she's back at her full power as she was when she was enraged. I don't think she is. Yeah, she has a cap on her power, but I still think it's not where it could be.
No.
She also hasn't practiced with it like at all. In the tournament, it was her first time going Super Saiyan at all.
Yeah. Well, no. Before she went into
Well,
that
yeah,
form, but
yeah,
she
there
couldn't
was that
control
brief.
herself at all, and she tried to kill Kaba, and
Yeah, so
almost
I mean,
succeeded.
there's no chance that she even remembered. I don't think she remembered that, did she?
Um, She didn't remember it, but I think it was explained to her.
I mean, it was, but that she didn't have any practice. And there's another Hail Mary. She kind of just got control because, Universe 6 needed an all-star fighter besides Hit, because Hit's like the most original fighter, actually.
Yep. And, suddenly and seemingly randomly gaining control of one's powers. That sounds familiar, doesn't it? Oh, like Goku when he went Ultra Instinct against legendary Super Saiyan Kefla. Yeah, remember that?
Okay, I need to point this out, and I'll send you the photo because I know you run these. There was a JoJo reference directly in an episode, and it was real. Like, if you play the clips side by side, you'll see it. I'll send you like the side by side image I have saved,
All right.
but just show that like
Yeah, yeah, I'll put it
it's a
in.
JoJo
Yeah, I'll
reference.
put it in right here. Don't worry.
Oh my god, though, I saw the photo and I didn't believe it. I see the episode and I immediately messaged my friend, and God, was that like. There's no way it wasn't. That is the thing. There's no way that wasn't a reference.
Yeah, yeah, I'll check it out and I'll put it in where I said I would put it in. So don't worry about that.
Yeah. Ah,
But we both agree
but
that Goku is a bad character, right?
um, I'm partial on it. I think he has his faults. I think he is literally the Deus Ex Machina of everything. But at the same time, there's still this charm about him, and that might sound weird to say out loud, but there's still likable characteristics about him. He is a terrible person technically. He's a terrible father. He's not the best character, but there is still something about him that people like.
At first, I get what you were saying at first, because I stopped actually watching Dragon Ball stuff like a while ago, and I started getting back into it with Super. At first, I understand what you were talking about. I felt that too. But once you do all of this stuff, start a tournament that could end the universes, and despite the logic behind it, Goku has not said that he would wish the universes back. As a matter of fact, when he was reviving Frieza, he said, "We will use the Super Dragon Ball wish to just revive you instead of all the other universes." So yeah, that's out of the picture for him. I'm sorry, but it seems like out of ignorance, knowing ignorance, by the way, that Goku is just not a good person. He cares about himself and getting stronger, but that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, there's that, but
That's his
there's
that's his one character motivation.
I mean, I fully believe they're gonna fix the universes at the end. I'm not even sure. Is this the final arc, or has that like been official, or
I actually haven't heard anything about this being the final arc.
okay? Because I would actually be sad to see Dragon Ball end once again.
Yeah, but and going on, they're definitely going to fix the universes. I thought this was going to be the case as soon as they said the Super Dragon Balls were the prize. But I do not believe it's going to be because Goku wishes for it. Like Vegeta,
Exists.
everyone else is going to wish for it, I bet.
Vegeta actually, I don't think he'd care.
No, in the episode where Kaba learned Super Saiyan 2 and got eliminated, Vegeta said, "I'm going to wish them back when we win."
Oh, okay. I didn't see that part.
Yes, but he specifically told Kaba that, "I'm going to wish them back." Now, granted, it is not confirmed whether or not he meant just Universe 6 or all the universes, but he just said wish them back.
You know, y- just a thought, he might actually be referring to the Saiyans of Universe 7.
No, he told Kaba that like he was going to wish the universes back.
Did he say universes?
I believe he did say universes, yes.
I'll fact check that later, and I'll send you a clip if it did. But assuming he did, he could mean just the Saiyans of Universe 7, which Yeah, obviously the Dragon Balls on Earth can't do that because they aren't powerful enough. But
No,
yes, the Super Dragon Balls
I would
could.
say they are.
No, remember they have the revival limit ish.
Yeah, but
But they found workarounds before. But I don't. I mean, it created an entire planet. I think it's possible, but
I think
why?
the regular Dragon Balls could because the regular Dragon Balls were used to wish back all of Majin Buu's victims.
No, that was Dende's Dragon Balls.
Yeah, but Dende's Dragon Balls are the current Earth Dragon Balls.
Good point. Can we go over how Dende actually was just kidnapped, basically?
Um, pretty
I,
much,
I
yeah. Another negative thing on Goku's resume, though.
you know what? Just okay. Let's just go over real quick and let okay all the bad things Goku's ever done. But I'm gonna jump on your bandwagon. Goku's the worst character ever. Let's figure out everything he's done wrong real quick. Let's see. Let's start with kidnapping Dende.
Okay, so that was one thing. He abandoned his son for like a really long time.
I'm getting a pen.
Okay, let me know when you're ready, because I
Yeah.
want to know
So
how long this list is.
I'm just gonna do tallies. Kidnapping Dende.
Uh,
Abandoning his kids. Well, plural. Should we count that as one or two?
I would count that as two.
Okay, we're at three.
Let's see. Inadvertently caused multi-universal genocide.
We're not. By the way, this is open to all of them.
Yeah, I know.
He actually threw his wife up, probably about 200 miles in the air.
Yeah, yeah.
So he abuses his wife. He even threw her through their freaking house.
Uh, he gave Cell a Senzu bean.
I'm sorry, that was like the best thing, especially in the bridge. Senzu bean.
Yes, but at the same time, that was a thing. And while a lot of people say it wasn't as big a mistake as Vegeta letting him achieve perfect form, I'll agree to that. It was still a pretty big mistake.
Trunks should have just chopped off his father's arm or something.
Yeah, maybe.
He really. They can wish him back. He should have just killed him.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, they didn't have Dragon Balls at the exact moment. Then, yeah, kidnapped Dende.
Let's see.
Um,
Helped in the destruction of Planet Namek.
Yeah, technically, that one's not exactly right, but okay, let's see. He let Vegeta go.
Yeah, but that ended up
I mean,
working out, so...
it ended. No, in the moment, that was the worst thing he could have done.
Oh, yeah, true. If you're looking at things in the moment, that was pretty bad of him.
We're in the moment. We're not grand scheme.
Okay, okay. So yeah, letting Vegeta go was one thing.
Yeah. Then who else did he spare? He tried sparing Majin Buu, didn't he?
No, he didn't.
He wished for Buu to reincarnate. That's what that was.
Yeah, but as like a good
Why
guy.
haven't they brought Oob back? Like he was a GT character all the way, but they've hinted he's alive. They've hinted at him.
Oob is alive, but at this point he's a baby.
From what I gathered in the show, he should be about 3 by now.
That's still a baby.
We've seen what Pan can do.
You know what? They changed the rules here.
Can we count Goku taking away from his child's education as a negative tick?
I'd say yes.
Yeah, probably. We're at 9. This list probably goes on. We're just not thinking hard enough.
Yeah, let's see. He
Okay,
forgot the jar.
What jar? Oh, the Mafuba.
Yeah, he forgot that.
Forgot the Mafuba. He left the Senzu beans in the bathroom. I love that part. He left them in the bathroom.
Yeah, he did do that. I would say that's a negative tech.
He accidentally erased Trunks' universe.
He gave Zamasu the final push to thinking that all mortals need to die.
That's kind of on Zamasu's part, but what the heck? Okay,
Oh,
so
he
let's see.
revived Frieza.
No, he got Frieza a 1 day pass.
Yes, with the promise to revive him if they won, and let's face it, they're going to win.
You saw Goku smirk. He's not reviving him.
He's
We
reviving
both know.
him.
Goku, no, this is the one time I am sure Goku was lying to Frieza. I am sure of it this time.
No.
Hold on, we're overlooking something. Goku let Frieza live that one time.
Oh,
Gave him
yeah,
more
he
energy.
did let Frieza live that one time.
I'm not counting give promising Frieza to be revived because I don't think that's actually going to happen.
No.
Fine.
Promising to use the Super Dragon Balls to revive Frieza.
Okay, here's the thing. I'm still waiting for Frieza to do whatever he's going to do. We know he's plotting something.
Oh, I honestly hope he kills Zeno.
Yeah, one, we know that. Which one? First off. Two, we know that's not going to happen. Oh, here's the other thing. Goku technically also in this way caused the tournament power. He brought two Zenos together and they got bored.
Yeah, that's true. Goku did do that.
He created two all-knowing beings that could eradicate the universe. Imagine if they got angry at each other.
Yeah. Yeah. So, how big does that make our list?
We're at 16. Hold on, we gotta go Dragon Ball now. Like, what did he do in Dragon Ball that was wrong?
Um,
He touched a woman's private parts, even though he was incompetent at the time.
yeah, let's see. He
He promised to marry someone thinking it was someone to eat, or something to eat.
Yeah, it's harder to think of things from Dragon Ball, though, honestly.
He was innocent then.
Yes, he was innocent then.
He's still innocent. Like, Christ.
Yeah, but he really shouldn't be. Back then, he was a child, so it was, like, understandable.
Oh, let's just throw this on the list. He didn't complete his job as a Saiyan.
As a human being, I'm willing to let that one slide. I think I'm willing to let that one slide.
He didn't freaking complete his mission because he got amnesia, but that's still on him.
I wouldn't count that as a bad thing. Now, not reviving Raditz.
Hold on, did he let Raditz? It was in the abridged, but did he actually let Raditz go?
Yes,
Okay, that was what, twice?
he let Raditz go once, and then he re-grabbed him.
Yeah, okay, so one. Let's see. He fell off Snake Way. Should we even count that?
No, that's not something on him so much as his footwork. Oh, he hasn't revived King Kai yet.
Hold on. King Kai, Gregory, Bubbles.
Yes. Let-
And a tick mark for killing them in the first place.
Yeah, that's another one.
And for King Kai's car.
Yes, King Kai. More like King Car.
That was 5 ticks right there. Just from that one scene.
Yeah.
This is fun bashing Goku.
It really is. It is actually great.
Let's see. We covered Cell, we covered Frieza. What did he do to the Ginyu Force?
Uh,
Oh, he turned Ginyu into a frog. Should we count that? That was humiliating.
that was also hilarious though, so I'm tempted to say let it slide.
But we're counting all the dick moves Goku's done, all the bad things he's done. That was... He trapped Ginyu in a fucking frog's body.
Yeah, but Ginyu got out of the frog's body, so it's fine.
How many centuries later?
Many, but he still got out.
Only by the biggest plot. That's a bigger plot convenience than getting Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan.
Oh, super plot convenient, but you know, that's just how Dragon Ball rolls.
You know, there's too many to list. There really is.
Yeah, he's not a good hero. He's just a really strong guy.
I'm just gonna throw on a tick for even throwing Gohan against Cell in the first place.
Yeah, yeah, that was a thing. That was a thing.
Putting a Dragon Ball on his child's hat.
Yeah. Why did he do that again? I don't remember the logic behind it.
The 4-star ball was the one his grandpa
Yeah,
had.
yeah, like I know that, but like why did he put it on a hat?
It actually kind of looked right.
Yeah, it was a pretty
If anything, that was a clever hiding spot for anyone who didn't know what Dragon Ball was.
yeah, it was a pretty fly hat, I'll say that much.
I mean, he actually the one good thing he did was with like his grandpa and stuff, like helping him out in what was literally hell.
Yeah. Oh wait, he also killed his grandfather.
Yeah, the a
Yeah.
okay, I could generate an entire list of everything Piccolo's done. He blew up the moon. He blew up the moon.
Yes, but
But
Piccolo was a main antagonist, so that was expected. He changed though.
huh. Okay, I think we should leave it at this count of 28 knocks on Goku, and let your comment section fill up more.
Sounds like a plan. Sounds like a plan.
Ah.
And it's looking like we're running up about on time, so we should probably call it
I thought you normally cap these things at 30 minutes.
it hasn't it been around that? I don't have an actual specific timer. I just going off my clock and we started around 7:30 and it's like 8:15.
I hate to break it. Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, we had this call open just a little longer before, but that still was only like 10 minutes. It's been an hour and 1 minute on my clock.
Oh dang, in that case we really better cut this off.
Okay, Goku's a bad character. Dragon Ball needs to get original ideas, even though Ultra Instinct is just a little original.
And Vegeta is the hero we all deserve.
Yep, that's a good conclusion.
Alright, so yeah, like, comment, and subscribe. Check out Otaku Aruji's channel. He does openings of things. He's gonna start doing some gameplay pretty soon.
I'll talk him to putting a link in the description.
Yeah, I'll put a link in there. Don't worry about it. But so check him out. You actually have some of your first videos going up soon, right?
Hopefully the first one will be up today. I had some recording issues where I kept cutting the footage, so I gotta splice it together now.
All right, all right.
But yeah.
All right, so yeah, again, just check him out. Sure, it's good stuff. I haven't seen anything yet, but I'm going to, and I'm sure it'll be fun. And this will be Ronan, signing off.